got it.
Okay.
I'm all over this, sir. I'm using my own. I'll make sure the pages are turned for all of you. Don't split it.
Yeah, don't mess this up.
No, I never.
Thank you.
Yep. House. Okay, 2-minute warning. Good morning. Morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. I am Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Foggett, and it is my privilege to be your MC for today's ceremony. Please rise for the entrance of the official party. Major General Grizzle, Board of Regents, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to present the junior college graduating class of 2024. Colonel Orlando Griego, the Dean of Academics, and Colonel Jose Porras, the Vice Dean of Academics, will lead in the processional. Leading in our faculty will be Lieutenant Colonel Conrad Harder, Faculty Senate Chair. Please render courtesy for our national anthem, which will be led by Lieutenant Colonel Scott Tripp.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed as the twilight's last gleam, whose broad streets and bright stars through the perilous night, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Well, that was impressive. Bear with me, the hat's a little tricky. Chaplain Jacob Graham will now give the invocation.
Let us pray. Father, we thank you so much for this graduating class of 2024. Thank you for the friends and for the memories that were made. Thank you for the mentors and instructors that poured into their lives. Thank you for the wisdom, understanding, and knowledge that has been attained. As this chapter of their lives closes, so a new one begins. Help them to use the knowledge gained through their education for the good of all, and to bring you glory in their thoughts, words, and deeds. Thank you for equipping these young men and women with the ability to live out the virtues of duty, honor, and achievement. Lord, we ask and pray for your blessings over these cadets. Help them to be strong and courageous as you lead them to the places you are going to take them. Give them the fortitude to stand firm in the faith and to see goodness even in the face of obstacles and challenges. Lord, I pray that love and faithfulness never leave them, but that they bind these virtues around their necks and write them on the tablet of their hearts, so that they will find favor and a good name in the sight of God and people. Help them to trust in you with all their hearts and lean not on their own understanding. I pray that they acknowledge you in all their ways and that you guide their paths. We ask this in your glorious name. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. On behalf of the Corps of Cadets of the New Mexico Military Institute, the faculty and staff, and the thousands of alumni around the world, welcome to our 2024 commencement ceremony. And now it is my privilege to introduce the 19th President and Superintendent of the New Mexico Military Institute, Major General Jerry Grizzle, United States Army, retired.
Thank you, and please be seated, everyone. Welcome to the 2024 spring commencement at New Mexico Military Institute. My wife Shawn and I are delighted to be with you for this most important occasion for two reasons. First, We're glad to have the opportunity to meet and greet you, the family, friends of our newest graduates, members of our faculty and staff, and especially our graduates. Second, the opportunity for us to celebrate our 15th and final graduation ceremony. If you count the midterm graduations, this makes our 30th graduation ceremony to be a part of. Sean and I have friends that ask us if we get tired of the routine of being the president and first lady of NMMI. Our answer is emphatically no. The events may be the same, but the faces change from year to year. Just as we look forward to August and the arrival of over 500 new rats, we look forward to November and May when we say farewell to over 200 of our successful cadets, moving on to the next phase of their life. From those faces of wonder and amazement in August to those faces of pride and self-confidence in November and May. I didn't do this with the high school graduation, and it's not in the script, but there's a couple of things that I wanted to share with you, and I'll be very, very brief. We talked about that. General Davis talks about it. Guest speakers are usually not known or remembered by the graduating classes. So there's 3 B's of public speaking that we try to follow as a guest speaker. Be brief, be brilliant, and be gone. But a couple of things that I've thought of, I meant to put in the script, and I want to share them with you. The first is, as you go forward, and as I counsel young officers in the military, I tell this to them: be knowledgeable, be understandable of what it takes for you to advance. Know what that is and prepare yourself, whether it's education, whether it's promotion, whether it's performance. Know what it is to advance. And here's the reason why. You never know when an opportunity is going to present itself. And if you're prepared, you'll get the promotion. You'll get that opportunity when no one else took the time to make sure that they were prepared whenever opportunity presents itself. I've had some incredible successes in my life, and every time that happened, someone would say, "You were lucky." Well, it really aggravated me because I did and followed my own advice. I was prepared when opportunity presented itself. So here's my mathematical formula for you. Luck equals preparation plus opportunity. You're prepared, the opportunity presents itself, and you excel. And in other people's eyes, you just happen to be lucky. So smile and go on about your business knowing that no, it wasn't really luck at all. It was hard work and preparation that met that opportunity. And so that's my words of wisdom, parting wisdom for you. Good luck as you go forward. I'd like to thank the members that are on the stage with me today. Alan Edmondson, the president of the Mexico Board of Regents, Ms. Christina Montoya, an NMMI alum and the secretary of the Board of Regents. Our guest speaker, Major General Johnny Davis, United States Army and an NMMI alum, class of 1990. Thank you for being here to honor these superb young men and women. To our graduates, thank you for making my 15th and final year more memorable than the others and every bit as enjoyable. To my regents, staff, and faculty, Sean and I thank you for allowing us to serve as your president and superintendent and first lady. It's been an honor. Thank you.
Thank you, General Grizzle. New Mexico Military Institute is about culture and tradition. Our culture is that of a military school, and one of our cherished military traditions is a recognition of outstanding performance that is in keeping with our motto: duty, honor, achievement. Recognizing the salutatorians and valedictorians of the respective classes is part of that tradition. This year, we are privileged to have multiple valedictorians. Ladies and gentlemen, our valedictorians will now be presenting their remarks. Speaking first will be Cadet Beto Gervais.
So following the 3 B's of public speaking, I'm going to be brief and I'm going to be gone. Faculty, esteemed guests, and fellow graduates, cherished families, it is with great honor and humility that I stand before you today as a valedictorian of our graduating class. As we gather here to commemorate this momentous occasion, let us reflect on the remarkable journey that has brought us to this point. When I first came to MMI, I was a boot, fresh out of combat medic training, not really sure if college was for me. NIMI would provide me with direction and great academic advisors, Dr. Yang, that would encourage me to pursue my goals. I remember my first and last tour at NIMI, as the discipline and standards took a little getting used to. My first and last tour was when my roommate, Joshua Cox, left our window shade undressed. He would go on to become a tour squad warrior. Hey Joshua, say hi. The ROTC program, which drew me to the school, has probably left the biggest impact on my life, with the countless opportunities I was provided and the cadre guiding me to become an Army officer. I will never forget the early mornings, the smoke sessions, and all the bonds created along the way. It was not always easy, and I owe a lot of thanks to a lot of people. I'd like to thank my roommates for putting up with the sleepless nights and the 2 a.m. morning alarms to study. And I'd also like to thank Rain Energy. I'd like to thank all my teachers, but especially Colonel Surrogate, Dr. Yang, Colonel Swam, and the RTC cadre for all they did for me. To my fellow graduates, I extend my heartfelt congratulations. May we continue to inspire, support, and uplift each other as we navigate the challenges and opportunities that lay ahead. Let us remember the values that NIMI has instilled in us, the memories, the friends and faculty, and let us never forget to dress our window shades. Congratulations, and thank you.
It is now my pleasure to introduce our next valedictorian, Mackenzie Kirsch.
Major General Grizzle, Major General Davis, Dean Griego, Vice Dean Porras, Colonel Tate, faculty and staff, teachers, advisors, parents, and family, and the New Mexico Military Institute Junior College Class of 2024, good morning. My name is Mackenzie Kirsch, and about a month ago, it was determined that I had met the criteria to speak to y'all on this very day, and I had been tasked to write this speech. Now, as someone who is commonly known for overwriting a page or 2 or 3 on any given assignment, I promise I have done my best to keep this as brief as possible. One of the first things you are asked when you come to the Institute is, why did you decide to come here? Now, we all come here for different reasons. Some came to play sports with the hopes to get into D1 schools. Others came to pursue a commission into the United States Army. And some came solely for the stellar education. Now, if you had asked me 5 years ago if I would have ever imagined myself attending the Institute, I would have said something along the lines of, you mean that school that my dad always threatened to send my brother and I to every time we misbehaved? Yeah, no thanks. Anywho, I don't know where I would be if I hadn't attended the Institute, but I know where I wouldn't be. I wouldn't have had the opportunity to pursue a commission in the United States Army. I wouldn't have had the opportunity to stand here today and give this speech. I wouldn't have had the opportunity to serve as the first female provost marshal. I wouldn't have had the opportunity to learn from some of the best teachers in the world. I wouldn't have ever had any of those oxymoronic debates in Lieutenant Colonel Captain's classes. And I wouldn't have met the lifelong friends I've met while attending the Institute. Now, there is a quote that is currently hung up in Captain Stabb's office that I think truly resonates with how we should all choose to remember the Institute. It says, "I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've already left them." Now, while I'm sure everyone in this school is very glad to be graduating today and no longer have to march another tour or get stuck for missing another class or attend a BRC formation ever again, I only ask that on top of the bad things, you choose to remember the good that happened here. Now, I promised I would keep this brief, so I will conclude by saying thank you, NIMI, and congratulations to the class of 2024. I wish you all the very best of luck on your future endeavors. Thank you.
Our next valedictory speaker is Morgan Tipton.
Good morning to everyone who is attending. Before I begin, I want to thank General Grizzle, Commandant Tate, Dean Griego, Vice Dean Porras, faculty, and the parents who have made this day possible. I also want to congratulate all the graduates who are experiencing this momentous achievement. I'm honored to stand before you all today, representing the class of 2024. Today is a major milestone in all of our lives. Today we graduate with our respective degrees, and in doing so, we close another chapter of our lives. However, I believe that there are two things that will remain with us no matter how many chapters we begin. The first one is the relationships that we have built here at NIMI. When I arrived at campus, I did not know a single person here. The first 2 weeks required a lot of adjustment and relationship building, which at NIMI can also be known as trauma bonding. Nothing will create bonds like attending Commandant's time at 7 in the morning. As time went on, these relationships turned into friendships. I learned where people came from, what they valued, and most importantly, who they were in character. The relationships I've built here at NIMI are essential to my success today. Without the help of friends, life will pull you down. So value the friendships you have made, as they can only lift you up. The second thing that will remain with you throughout your life are your goals, your dreams. We all came to NIMI for a specific purpose. In this auditorium today, we have many cadets who have played football, volleyball, baseball, ROTC, marching band, Service Academy Preparatory, and many other programs. These different dreams are what make NIMI unique. The diversity in skills and talents here produce so many dreams, and these are but few in a world of millions. There is such potential in this room, and everyone's dreams are attainable. So remember, whether your dreams are grand or simple, there is no limit to the success you can achieve in this lifetime. To end my speech today, I believe that I have a quote that fits the occasion. Bilbo Baggins in Lord of the Rings said, "I am quite ready for another adventure." So class of 2024, are you? Thank you.
Our final valedictory speaker will be Rihanna Todd.
All right, are you fired up? All right, how is everybody doing today? Doing good? Okay. All right, I would first like to get my thanks out of the way. I want to thank my professors for their passion in teaching, my volleyball coaches and teammates for their spirit and competitiveness, my family for their support in my decisions, sipping hot chocolate during my calc finals, and the Dum Dum lollipops that fueled me through all my calc-based physics 2 lectures. It is obvious NIMI would never be an easy route, which is why I personally chose this school. For a small-town Texas girl to choose to go to a military school, it was seen as odd for those around me back home. Why put yourself through that? A school that pushes you to new limits, new encounters, and new responsibilities that prepare for the war that is life. It seems like I was just adding unnecessary complications to my daily routine. But that was exactly the answer. Humans don't grow in comfort. I sought to better myself through the discipline instilled in us every day, despite all the blood, sweat, tears, and any other bodily fluids spilled in the process, courtesy of Bates sometimes. Here we still stand, ready for whatever the future holds for us. Any alumni will tell you the most impactful memories were the friends you made while at this military institute, the very people you persevered your hardships with. While this may be true, and I hold the connections I have made here very close to my heart, I can also tell you, I will never forget the culinary revolution of the grog. That was a Michelin star meal, if I tell you that, okay? Nonetheless, I would like to give honor to my graduating class. I know very well how difficult it is to get to where we are today. I am proud to have spent my first 2 years of college with such hardworking and good-natured people. Thank you, NIMI, and its cadets that go here, for the irreplaceable memories, and I wish good luck to everybody who is leaving the school and reaching new heights. It is scary, but I believe in us. Thank you very much. I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all's day.
Thank you, valedictorians. It's hard to compete with that. Very impressive and quite entertaining as well. So, all of our 2024 graduates are highly impressive. That doesn't really change much from year to year here at New Mexico Military Institute. Our cadets are impressive, confident, courteous, and highly intelligent young men and women. And I know I speak for the entire faculty and staff when I say what a privilege it is to work with you all on a daily basis. Guess I have to put that in the past tense soon. Moving on. Board of Regents President, Mr. Alan Edmondson, will now introduce this year's graduation speaker.
Major General Johnny K. Davis was commissioned from New Mexico Military Institute in 1989 through the ROTC Early Commissioning Program. He also earned his Bachelor of Science degree from Cardinal Stritch University. He began his career with the 24th Infantry Division at Fort Stewart, Georgia. After the Maneuver Captain's Career Course, he served with the 82nd Airborne Division at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, as a company commander and aide-de-camp. After Fort Bragg, Major General Davis was assigned to Fort Myer, Virginia, as the commander of Delta Company 3rd U.S. Infantry Regiment, the Old Guard. After attending the Command and General Staff College, Major General Davis was assigned to the 101st Airborne Division at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, where he served as Battalion and Brigade Operations Officer and Brigade Executive Officer. He then served as the aide to the Vice Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff and Joint Staff J8 Capabilities Officer. Major General Davis returned to Fort Campbell to command the 1st Battalion, 502nd Infantry Regiment, and deployed to Afghanistan, Operation Enduring Freedom 10, as a task force commander from 2010 to 2011. Following command, Major General Davis deployed to Iraq, Operations New Dawn, and transitioned to the Pentagon, serving as an aide to the Army Vice Chief of Staff. Major General Davis attended the National War College at Fort McNair, Washington, D.C., and followed with an assignment as the director of the U.S. Wounded Warrior Program. In June of 2014, Major General Davis assumed command of the 3rd Infantry Regiment, the Old Guard, at Fort Myer, Virginia. After command, Major General Davis served in the Republic of Korea as the Executive Officer to the United Nations Command, Combined Forces Command, U.S. Forces Korea Commanding General. Following that, he served as Deputy Commanding General for Operations for the 25th Infantry Division. Most recently, Major General Davis served as the Commanding General of the U.S. Army Joint Modernization Command at Fort Bliss, Texas from June 2018 to June 2022, till June 20, and also as Chief of the State of U.S. Army Futures Command in Austin, Texas from June 2020 to July 21. He served as the Commanding General, U.S. Army Cadet Command from August 21 to September of 2022. He assumed command of the U.S. Army Recruiting Command in Fort Knox, Kentucky in October of 2022. His operational deployments include Kuwait, Operation Southern Watch, Sinai, Egypt, Haiti, Operation Iraqi Freedom 0506, Afghanistan Operation Enduring Freedom 2010-2011, and Iraq Operation New Dawn 2011. He has earned the Airborne Master Parachutist Badge, Air Assault Badge, Army Recruiter Badge, and Ranger Tab, as well as the Combat and Expert Infantry's Badge. His awards and decorations include the Distinguished Service Medal, Defense Superior Service Medal, Legion of Merit, Bronze Star, the Purple Heart, the Meritorious Service Medal, the Army Commendation Medal for Valor, the Iraq Campaign Medal, Afghanistan Campaign Medal, Presidential Unit Citation, and Valorous Unit Award. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Major Johnny Davis.
Well, let me make sure I check. Oh, good morning. Good morning. Well, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, it's so wonderful to be here. Go Broncos, and I'd like to thank General Grizzle and the entire team again, and the Board of Regents for your service, your sacrifice, and all that you've done to make this a world-class institution. So let's give them a round of applause. I also want to recognize the graduates today. I was there. I sat second row, but we made it, and you made it. I'm so excited for each and every one of you. Let's give them all a round of applause. Graduates, as you step into your new roles, always remember your time here. With time, your stories will grow from good to epic. For example, having been in your shoes, the walk from the Institute to, let's say, Cattle Barons, it's probably less than a mile. But as time went on, I would share this story that my walk to Cattle Barons was 5 miles uphill both ways and always raining. So may your future be filled with honorary deeds and occasionally some legendary stories. I have some legendary stories from my time here. I'm thrilled to join our graduates today as they celebrate this major milestone. Many of you graduation as a ceremony signifying the end of this chapter in your life. Personally, I like to view it as a celebration of the beginning. Like you, I'm also a graduate of New Mexico Military Institute. And while I may have many fond memories of my time here as a cadet in the box, hotel troop rat, India troop platoon leader, regimental S1, and then when I departed and was commissioned, I was a regimental XO. Let me tell you from those experiences, it just keeps getting better and better. I then graduated in 1990 and was a product of the early commissioning program. So much has been invested in me in my time here. From a kid from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, traveled, and the investment by this institution and our nation, I will never forget. And I share with you, this is your moment. This is your moment to take off and lead us into the future, every single one of you. Today we celebrate your hard work and your academic accomplishments. We're celebrating the knowledge you've gained, the leadership skills you've honed, and the connections you've fostered during your time here. Let us celebrate the opportunities available and how your education has set you up for success. You've done the groundwork. Now it's time to decide how you will put your knowledge to use. You now have the profound ability to make an impact, and what kind of impact will you make is up to you. As I look at each of our graduates today, I'm filled with pride and excitement. Each of you chose to be here, choose to seek higher education, chose to be a better version of yourself. For that reason, I know each of you are capable of changing the world. I am reminded of a quote from Steve Jobs: "The people who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones who do." You are our nation's future. You are our future's leaders, and look forward to seeing you grow into those roles, to see the changes you make, big and small. As was said to me over 34 years ago, I still remember. As you leave here today, parting ways with your classmates to peruse your own unique journey, don't forget to stay in touch. While you may go off to live in different parts of the world, follow different dreams, and take different opportunities, the people to your left and right are starting this next chapter at the exact same time, place as you right here. While each individual person here can make a difference in the world, imagine the impact you can make if you work together. Keep in touch with your classmates, cheer them on in the next adventures, and don't be afraid to call them when you need a friend. In addition to your classmates, don't forget to stay in touch with your loved ones. All of these family, friends, relatives, they're all here because of their continued investment in you. And I would ask cadets, let's give all of these family and friends a round of applause. So as you take on the next challenge, I leave you with a few reminders. Remember where you started. I remember that days as a hotel rat. I didn't like it, but I still remembered it. Find a mentor. Be the type of leader you want to follow. Surround yourself with people who are smarter than you. Always embrace the opportunity to learn and strive every day to be an even better version of yourself. Again, congratulations, class 2024. Good luck in your next chapter. Go Broncos, be all you can be. God bless you all. Thanks.
I'll tack on one more of what General Davis said. As you're going through your military career, you are told many times that today's bad times are tomorrow's good old days. And those stories do grow as you get older. General Davis, as an alum, I'm sure you recognize the Sallyport.
I do.
And now, since your departure, the Bronco statue out in Bronco Plaza. On behalf of the class of 2024 and all of the administration at NMMI, please accept this as a thank you for your coming and speaking to the graduates today.
Thank you, sir.
We now come to the centerpiece of today's ceremony, the conferring of diplomas. You guys ready? Ladies and gentlemen, candidates for graduation, I'm honored to present our Dean of Academics and Chief Academic Officer, Colonel Orlando Griego.
Good job so far. Members of the Board of Regents, Major General Grizzle, and all here present, as the Dean of Faculty, I'm proud to introduce and present to you the NMI class of 2024. The first entering class in 1891 numbered 38 people. Today's graduates number 149, of which 87 are junior college graduates and 62 are high school graduates who finished up earlier this morning. The 149 today joined the 15 members of the advanced team of the class who graduated in November of 23, in total 164 graduates from NMMI. So now I ask you to look at your program where you will see the names of each graduate and the place where they will pursue their next phase of their education. Students who show particular distinction in scholarship at NMI are offered the opportunity of graduating with highest honors, with high honors, and with honors. The names of these individuals are identified in your programs in the graduation order of merit and will receive their diploma in that same order. To graduate with highest honors, a cadet must graduate with at least a 3.75 GPA. Will the graduates with highest honors please rise, stay standing, and be recognized? To graduate with high honors, a cadet must graduate with at least a 3.5 GPA. Will the graduates with high honors please rise and be recognized and continue standing? To graduate with honors, a cadet must graduate with at least a 3.25. Will the graduates with honors please rise and be recognized? Well done, all of you. You may be seated. Also, please note in your program, 5 cadets are identified as graduating with scholars distinction. To do so, these candidates must complete the most rigorous curriculum available at NMMI. Please rise and be recognized. Any scholars? No. I could have sworn we had some. We did in high school, but that's okay. All right, in addition, 3 cadets who received their high school diploma will also later today received a high school diploma, will receive an associate's degree today. Will the graduates please rise and be recognized? There's a few of you. All right. Thank you. You may be seated. Please understand, to try to finish 6 years in 4 years is pretty impressive. So, and all of these cadets are incredibly impressive. It is now my honor to certify the candidates for high school diplomas. Will all candidates please rise and remain standing? I'm sorry, college, I apologize. My bad. Yeah. As the Chief Academic Officer of New Mexico Military Institute, I confirm to the Board of Regents, President and members of the Board of Regents, and the President and Superintendent of NMI that each of these fine young men and women have successfully completed a rigorous and challenging course of studies that has prepared them mentally, physically, and morally to become leaders of character and pursue their calling in life to go on to the next level of their education. To each of you, and in the name of your faculty, I offer our sincere congratulations. We could not be more proud of what you have accomplished. Graduates, please be seated. Lieutenant Colonel Chris Ward will be awarding the alumni coin to all graduates as they walk off of the stage. Junior College Academic Counselor Captain Nikki Medina, please bring forward our 2024 junior college graduates.
Major General Davis will now present the diplomas. Joining him will be Major General Grizzle, Mr. Edmondson, Colonel Griego, Colonel Porras, and Colonel Tate. All right, we will start with our valedictorians. Arena Gansakova, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Vito Gervais, Hilo, Hawaii. Mackenzie Nicole Kirsch, San Antonio, Texas. Morgan Elizabeth Tipton, Gate City, Virginia. Rihanna Rose Todd, Dalhart, Texas. Gotcha. Noah Matthew Armijo, Taos, New Mexico. He's one of our salutatorians, by the way. Also a salutatorian, William Wade Rosser, Alvin, Texas. Okay, the following cadets are graduating with highest honors. Let's start with Colin Christopher Knox. Aiden Renee Morales, El Paso, Texas. Flatphone Vibun Viriasikal, Luang, Thailand. Eli Rush Heron, Frisco, Texas. Lomlu Bunag, Bangkok, Thailand. Maximilian Kian Gehring, Denver, Colorado. Fielding, Boston. These cadets are graduating with high honors. Vukasin Minik, Serbia. Leia Palmera Linares Castro, Jalisco, Mexico. Layla Marie Bonner, Roswell, New Mexico. Alicia Rochelle Porti, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Keiki Leilani Oka'o Koali, Helikahi, Hana, Hawaii. Zayden Paul Lopez, Artesia, New Mexico. Michael Bennett Panaman, Surabaya, Indonesia. Looking sharp, man. Alejandro Cordova Beltran, Sonora, Mexico. Good. Gavin Reese Packard, Santan Valley. Eleanor Anna Akili, American Samoa. Ivan Kataev, Florence, Arizona. Adriana Yaris de Jesus Sanchez. Okay, the following cadets are graduating with honors. Tessa Brandy Walker, Roswell, New Mexico. Eric Richard Berry, Corrales, New Mexico. Ruby Esmeralda Anaya, Roswell, New Mexico. Joshua Caleb Cox, Canada. Jonathan Chase Bureaus. Jackson Lee Hicks, Roswell, New Mexico. Isaac Jaden Armenta Perez, Roswell, New Mexico. Evelyn Arujo Gomez. Ethan Jungi Hong, Flushing, New York. Dominique Judith James. Victoria de Carvalho Alves de Vera. Max Owen Wignall, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Alan Fitzgerald Adams, Kenai City, Hawaii. Alexandra Maribel Amaya. Simon Jose Anaya. Taking a while. Santino Vincent Arona. Sophia Victoria Arona. Tawichakri Aranmala. Yasmin Liberty Baldenegro. Cassius John Bonjaski. Blake Kent Corner. Lucius Dewan Dixon. Smedley Duquet. Anthony Flyby. Wow. Orepa Rosalina Fatanu. Gavin Anthony Gallegos. Samuel Garcia Baca. Achilles Guadarrama. Diego Hernandez Borges. Cade Charles Jerky. Logan Michael May. Mariah Mejia. Elijah Rudolfo Montoya.
Let's go.
You got to top that one. I don't know. Can't compete with that, you know. Raymond Philip Moya III. Gabriel Jaden Nail. Apisa Pomeli. Alexis Rivas. Teresa Andra Samoa. All right. Sonny Shorty III. Balin Simmons. Kenneth Gunnar Smith. Bodie Jacob Taylor Swan. Jonathan Peter Turner. Lorenzo Joseph Baez. Khalees Kamani Wallace. Alrighty. A few cadets are unable to make it here today because they are playing baseball. Go Broncos. We did have a separate ceremony to honor many of them early this week. I'd like to take the time to read their names as well, along with their fellow graduates. Right, Yvonne Koglas. All right, Frank Martinez. Seth Henry, who's also a valedictorian, by the way. Luis Iturralde. Elijah Moya. Luis Alejandra Patron Valenzuela. Julian Amador Payan, Julio Cesar Ramos Sanchez, Yuki Shigeyasu, and Chan Yoon. On behalf of the New Mexico Military Institute family, congratulations to the graduates of 2024. We're all very proud to have been a part of this chapter of your education. Just a quick reminder, all graduates and your families are invited to a reception at Pixie Field following the ceremony. Also, please remember to pick up your diplomas on stage immediately after the ceremony. And now at this time, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce the Commandant of Cadets and Dean of Students, Colonel Thomas Tate, United States Army, retired. Yes, sir. We're way behind here. You all set?
Okay, everybody, please give me your undivided attention, and we'll be brief, and after the playing of the old post, we'll be gone. But on behalf of the graduates and your families, I'd like to thank institute staff, specifically our facilities folks, our people working the live stream, and others who planned and executed the commencement ceremonies today. Express my appreciation to faculty. Thank you so much, faculty, administrators, and alumni who gave the time today to participate. Your presence means a great deal to our graduates. Graduates, it's time to turn your class ring around to signify your graduation. If you forget which goes where, remember that you wear the ring with the class year to the outside so that you can see the letters NMMI facing you, reminding you of your alma mater. And now, I would ask everyone to please stand and invite Lieutenant Colonel Scott Breckentrip, PhD, Choir Director, to lead us in singing of our alma mater, the Old Post.
This is our alma mater. This is our stalwart institute. We'll have her always on our way. Memories are with us day by day. We will remember cadets marching. We will remember cadets playing, and bugles in the sunrise, all of our life beneath blue skies. These are the things that cannot vanish, no matter where we go. Old friends, old post, place we love most. In you our hearts will grow.
Hey, that's about the best rendition of the Old Post I think I've heard in the 3.5 years I've been here. Great job by everyone. You know. Okay, listen up, cadets. For one last time here in Pearson Auditorium, okay? You are dismissed. Thank you.